Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight, I have Chris Valo with us. Chris, how are
What's
you
up, buddy?
doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I am doing great. First off, right away, let's get into how did you get into professional wrestling?
So, I guess with everyone's wrestling journey, starts when you're a kid. For as long as I can remember, I've always been watching wrestling. Uh, and then I want to say in my later teen years, I definitely started loving the psychology of wrestling
Okay.
and just the aspect of just how like matches worked and just learning everything. And then about 2 years ago, I want to say, is when I really wanted to start going into the business and like just trying to learn as much as I can.
Now, I've got to ask you this because I saw some comments under your Facebook page. If I'm getting too personal, let me know, but you're not from around here, are you?
No, so originally, before I moved to South Carolina, I'm originally from New York. New York boy, lived out there for 16 years, and then moved to South Carolina when I was 16, and I've been here ever since.
Okay, because I saw some family folks that said they're definitely going to be watching tonight, so I had to bring
Yeah,
that up.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
catches my
yeah, yeah.
eye, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So where are you wrestling now? And I'll get to the rest of my question. Where are you wrestling now?
So like currently, like
Currently, what promotions are you at currently?
you can find me at MCW. You can find me at EWF.
Okay.
And then I always make appearances at OSCW shows. Like you'll always see me at an OSCW show, whether I'm, you know, on the card or not. I will always be at an OSCW show. And uh, let's see, I wrestled for APW Chester a couple weeks ago,
Okay.
and that's about it right now.
So you're getting around. So who's some of your opponents that you had to face in the ring?
Uh, so so far, EWF, it's been TKO, Osgard and Dean Richards in a tag team match with Jake Jacobs. What's up, buddy? Uh, Seen a good mentor of mine, Zuka King, a couple times, as well as who else? Who else? There's a good bit. I've been in a few battle royals, a bunch of names. Had a couple tag team matches. I've had one Boomer Payne, Wesley Williams with TK Stark as my tag team partner as well. I did wrestle at GCW as well. A couple months ago. I wrestled Wesley Williams there. Wesley Williams has definitely been a thorn in my side these past few months. But at the last MCW show, slapped him in his mouth a few times, shut him up. So hopefully I handled that problem for sure.
Now I heard you say you have a buddy in Jake Jacobs. Tell me a
Absolutely.
little bit. Tell me a little bit about you and Jake Jacobs.
That's just my boy. We met a couple times. We hit it off really well. They put us in a tag team match, and I definitely say that was one of my favorite matches that I've had. And I know if Jake Jacobs ever needs my help, he's definitely got it.
Could there possibly be a tag team right there in the future? Maybe.
I would not mind at all. I would not mind. When me and Jake Jacobs are in the ring, we're definitely going to handle some problems that need to be handled. So
I love that, man. So hair twins. I don't know what that means. Maybe
fair,
it's a reference to you,
fair.
brother.
That is definitely that is fine.
Oh, I got you now. They're talking about you and Jake Jacobs' hair. I got you. They
Yep,
give him grief about his hair all the time.
that's fine. I hear the same thing all the time.
So you said you lived in New York and you moved here at 16. When, as a
Yes, sir.
child, did you know you wanted to become a professional wrestler? And what wrestlers did you watch or did you watch there, whether it be indies or on TV? Who who was the guy that you saw that or girl You never know, that you looked and said, that's what I want to be?
So as a kid, you know, kids always like, I guess kids definitely like kids who watch wrestling too. They always want to be a wrestler. Um, and then, you know, life, you definitely have to look at life as a big aspect of everything too. I really knew, I want to say in my later years, I knew I wanted to be a wrestler, not really my younger years. But as a kid, I definitely looked up to guys like, I loved watching guys like Eddie, you know, Owen, definitely
Eddie
Owen
Guerrero,
Hart, Eddie
right?
Guerrero, yeah, Eddie Guerrero, Owen Hart, Rey Mysterio, even dude, I love Triple H. I definitely love watching Triple H. Shawn Michaels for sure. Steve Austin. I love Cactus Jack. Just Cactus Jack. Like Mick Foley's cool. I love Cactus
I'm
Jack.
hearing a lot of bad guys on that list. So,
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
but they were the most fun to watch, especially through the Attitude Era, man.
Yeah,
Every one of them
definitely.
guys were stand up wrestlers, man.
And
So
then I was born in '91, so you got to think like I was born into the Attitude Era, so I got to appreciate all of it. And then, you know, like the early 2000s and all that.
my God, man, you just made me feel old. I'm exactly 20 years older than you.
Yeah.
I was born in 71. So, all right, let's see. Jamie asked, who is your favorite wrestler ever?
Ooh. Yikes.
We'll put you on the spot and say Indies wrestlers
Yikes.
2. So, who was your best? Who was your favorite?
Ooh. God. So if it's WWE, I definitely want to say Shawn Michaels. If it's WCW, I want to say Sting. And then if it's the Indies, I want to say dang, that's a hard one for the Indies.
Remember, a lot of these guys will watch this. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No,
I'm just
early,
kidding.
like when I first started watching like the Indies, I want to say AJ Styles when he first went to like New Japan and Ring of Honor, but that's not really I guess it's the Indies, but
hey, I mean, just AJ Styles himself, man. That's a great person to inspire to be, man. I mean, I'm not going to put you on the spot. I'm not going to make you say a real Indies wrestler. So,
and then like now, if it's nowadays, I'll definitely look up to dudes like Kenny Omega, dudes like that. Yeah.
So, what do you think of this AEW product they got out now?
I can't. I'm a wrestling fan, so I like it. So
yeah, me too. Me too. I'm very excited to see what they can come up with, especially when they get on TV.
It's a good time to be a wrestler, I feel like. So.
Yes, definitely. So where are you going to be in the near future, my man? Where's the places where we can expect to see Chris Valo? If we wanted to buy a ticket to see Chris, where are we going?
So definitely come to MCW. We got a show coming up in July at Pollywogs in Columbia. And then the following month in St. Matthews, MCW once again. I will be at OSCW. I will be at the show. I don't know, like not on the card or anything, but I will be at the show next week. No, 2 weeks from now at OSCW in Hanahan, South Carolina. Come out, support for sure. Right now, that's really it. That's all I got up for now.
You got to get out more than that, man. Come on, we really want to see some Chris Valo.
Yeah.
Are you going to be coming to EWF in the near future?
I will. You never know. You never know. I'm definitely going to try to make it out to Owlmania. I love the Rock and Roll Express. So.
I'm kind of geeked because there's a slim chance I might be able to interview him. So I'm kind of on cloud 9. So
no, that's dope. Yeah.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that works out.
Yeah, no, I've met them once and like just talking to them was like really cool.
Jamie wants to know, in your opinion, who do you think would win, Shawn Michaels or AJ Styles?
Hopefully it'll go to count out.
That's it. That's a good answer. That's probably the best answer you can give because I wouldn't want to see either one of them guys lose.
Yeah, no. Hopefully it'll be like a last man standing match where they both just stay down for the 10.
That would be really cool too. So, do you have any beefs going right now with any of the wrestlers? Do you have any wrestlers you'd like to shout out or?
No, but I will say that I'm always open. I'm always open to any opponent. I do not have any fears of any opponent. I would love to challenge. There's a bunch of dudes I would love to, see in the ring.
Name some, bro. That's what you're on here for. Call them out.
Man, nah, I don't. Man,
come on, man. Call one out. Call one out. Just for hashtag truth. Call one out.
Man.
What about somebody like Big Country?
No.
Man, you wouldn't call out Big Country?
Nah, not Big Country, man. Big Country's cool. Nah, I don't have no beef with that. He's too big. Nah, I'm kidding. No. I don't know. EW, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talent at EWF. I wouldn't mind seeing, if we're talking North Carolina, if we're in EWF, I wouldn't mind seeing Jamie Lee. I feel like Jamie Lee would
Jamie Lee's somebody that I'd love to see you and Jamie Lee in the same ring. That would be awesome.
Definitely Boomer Payne again. I would love to have the opportunity to have Boomer Payne one-on-one.
Are you looking for, now this is a dumb question that anybody could ask a wrestler, but are you eyeing any gold in any of these places in the area?
I'm always eyeing the gold. I'm just waiting for the right time and the right opportunity.
Uh-oh. Hi, Frank. Here we go again. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, Frank. Nice to see you tonight.
These guys? Clowns.
Uh-oh. Chris Valo is afraid of
Wrestle Ranger,
which is why he's not calling me out. Uh-oh.
That's Wrestle Ranger. Whenever, bro, listen, I've been that's the one. Wrestle Ranger.
Okay, what you got to say to Wrestle Ranger? Give me a promo to Wrestle Ranger, man.
Wrestle Ranger is a chump that hides behind a mask. Let's never forget that. I've seen what Wrestle Ranger could do. I've actually shared a ring with Wrestle Ranger. And that right then and there is what, set this whole thing up. I would love to see Wrestle Ranger, though.
So, wow, we could have a match. Hey, Truth, who's the goof? Apparently, Frank Roof has a problem with you. He's calling you a goof.
He doesn't even have his real picture as his profile picture, so,
you are the second person. You are the second person in the last two shows to say that. Hey, Frank, put your picture up there, brother.
Yeah. He's acting like a tiger, but yeah.
We know you're a Clemson fan, but we want to see what you look like, man.
Oh my God, is that why there's a tiger up there?
I believe so. I mean, is there any other reason why there would be a tiger on his profile?
Can you block him? Block him as a friend at this point.
Well, I can't help you with that, brother, because I'm a Clemson fan too.
Then
I can't help you with that.
I wish you would have said that before we started this.
Oh man, come on now.
Changed a whole lot of things.
Come on now. See, I moved here from Wisconsin, okay, and I'm usually a faithful fan to most teams in Wisconsin. Baseball, I'm a diehard Brewers fan. Football, unfortunately, I'm not a Packer fan. I'm a Redskin fan, and but. The Bucks, I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan, always have been. I'm not a bandwagon jumper like everybody thinks, but always watch the Bucks. And it doesn't matter, man. You being from New York, I imagine you're a fan of one of the teams in New York, right?
A few of them.
So, okay, are you a Knicks fan?
2 of them. No.
Oh,
God, no. I'm not really a baseball watcher. Not a basketball watcher. Baseball, okay. Yankees for sure. Football, Giants, basketball.
So who's your college football team?
College football, Gamecocks.
Oh, my goodness. That's why you don't like us. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
College football, Gamecocks.
See, that's why. That's okay, Frank. I got one for you. This is the only one I'm going to give you. That's why he doesn't have that as his Facebook picture, because who would want to put an ugly chicken up there as their Facebook picture? I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Aren't tigers going extinct too? So I mean,
we are getting way off track of wrestling, brother. We are getting way off track of wrestling. Timmy Anton's looking forward to Timmy Anton. I'm new to the business. Can you train me, please? Frank, you know that's a lie. I don't know why you coming on here doing stuff like that. And Timmy Anton said tomorrow night, Frank Roof. They're I have a feeling tomorrow night's show is going to be a doozy. But right now we are talking to Chris Valo, the man, the myth, the legend here in North Carolina wrestling right now. So let's have some questions for Chris Valo. How about that, Frank? How about that, Timmy? Let's give him some questions. Let's give this guy the business. So where do you see yourself, Mr. Chris Valo, in, let's say, 3 years? Where do you see Chris Valo?
All right. So I do have, I definitely want to go out west, see what the West is like. California. I definitely want to wrestle up in like Washington State. Just places I've always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to see what the wrestling scene is like out there. Midwest too would be cool. Definitely Canada. I definitely want to make a trip up to Canada just to see what that's like. And then if I can, I would love to go to Mexico to train for a while.
If you're going to Canada, man, you got to go see the dungeon. And if you don't know what dungeon I'm talking about, you're not a wrestler.
No, I know exactly what dungeon you're talking about.
You got to go see the dungeon, man. It's worth paying the little bit of money to see the dungeon. Trust me.
Nice.
Trust me on that one.
Nice.
And Timmy Anton wants to know who trained you. Good question. I didn't ask that one.
So currently my trainer is the fabulous Playboy, Bob Keller. With also Zuka King.
Zuka King. Now there's a guy who travels a whole lot and wrestles from East Coast to West Coast. Great guy to be mentored by. Me and him don't get along too well because I think he's delirious in every way possible, but he is the man. I'll give him that. He holds gold in a lot of places, brother. He's somebody you definitely does. You definitely, if he gives you some advice, that's somebody you should really listen to, and that's not a lie.
Nah, I try to talk to him at least once a day. So,
Frank Roof, I believe we went over this, but he probably wasn't on. How long have you been in the business?
So I want to say will be in ring will be officially a year and about a month and a half.
So 11 months basically.
Altogether. Yep. And then altogether training, I want to say with training and in-ring of a year and a half altogether, close to maybe pushing 2, almost at the 2.
Hey, look, Timmy Anton put 2 words together that made sense. Bam, sucker.
It's good.
Hey,
it's
your boy would be proud of you, man. Zuka, your friend, would be proud of you, Timmy. You figured out his catchphrase. I like it. I like it. But of course, he's an unbookable too, so you really can't, it probably took him 30 minutes to put Bam Sucka on there.
I don't believe that at all.
Oh, wait a minute. So are you one of them guys that if the unbookables came calling, you might answer? Oh, no. You didn't say no right away. That's scary, brother. That is scary. You're scaring me, man.
Anything can happen, right?
Oh, my goodness. Did you hear that, Timmy? You got another one that wants to be on the Unbookables payroll. You better let Boomer know. But, yeah. So what do you think about being a part of a faction? I already heard you say you wanted to be a tag team with a couple of people. What about a faction? Have you ever thought about joining one of those, or is it too early in your career?
I mean, like I said, anything can happen. 2 heads are always better than 1. 3 heads is definitely always better than 1. So anything can happen. I feel like there's definitely, if you have your numbers up it could definitely be a force to be reckoned with. Currently, I don't have any plans on joining a faction. I kind of like what I'm doing on the single side. I definitely like the little tag team things that I got going on, just so I can like feel out what's going on with the person who's right next to me that I'm tagging in, trusting to help me win my match. So I will say this. If me and Jake Jacobs did end up tagging up, I'd definitely say it would be a force to be reckoned with. So
now that would be something that I would love to come watch. You and Jake Jacobs being a tag team would be something I would love to see. If that ever happens, I would definitely want you guys both here on #Truth, man, because that would be to me that would be special. That would be worth because you're gonna hear it probably firsthand. He is one of my favorites. I have to give it up, even though he's a bad guy. He is one of my favorites. But man, I'm telling you, does anybody have any questions for Chris Valo? We have plenty of time. There's at least eight people on here watching that I know of right now. Somebody's got to have a question for Chris. Hit me with it. Frank Roof said, learn the business first, kid, then join a fiction faction. You still on the Mark side a little bit. Learn your craft. Oh, man, he must be talking to me because I know he ain't talking to you.
About to say, does Frank even come out to these shows or what?
He said he had a pair of boots that are older than you, so I don't know if they actually had I don't know if they had ring ropes back when he was wrestling. I think it was just a big circle.
Well, you can definitely tell him to come see me at my next anytime. Come find me somewhere, and he can definitely say that to my face.
That's what I'm saying, man. Call him out. Frank, you hear that? You have an open invitation to come see Chris Valo.
I will buy your ticket.
He will even buy your ticket. Listen to that, man.
So he can say that to my face.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Alexander. You ought to know the answer to that before I even put it up here. He's a bad guy. I'll answer it for you. He's a bad guy. We're not talking to Mr. Goody Two Shoes here. He even said that, he said 30 years in the business. Is that wrestling or monkey business? Just asking. We'll have to get Frank on the show and find out just how much he does know.
I mean, that's fine.
That sounds like a winner. But who do you want to step in? Oh, there we go. Devon Williams says, who do you want to step in the ring with?
So, like I said, I wouldn't mind. So, altogether, there's definitely a list of guys. I would love to see Lucky Ali again. I feel like that was definitely a good match. I would love to do that again. What else? Weird one, not a weird one. I want Effie. Effie would be cool. There's Zuka King again. Zuka King.
Frank Roof said a trainer, hopefully. Don't just ignore him right now. He's just trying to get under your skin, man.
Yeah, no, Frank has jokes all day. I would love to see Frank Roof in the ring.
So, yeah, there you go. Call him out, baby. Call him out.
Wrestle Ranger whenever he feels like coming to South Carolina.
Oh, you gotta have the stipulation of if you win, you remove the mask, right?
Oh man, listen, I'll do a hair versus mask.
Oh, there you go, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
I will put my hair on the line for Wrestle Ranger's mask, please. And I feel like I've set the goal for myself. Like if there's a promotion on I-26, I want to wrestle for that promotion. I will take on any talent. Like I want anybody and everybody this year.
Nice. So how do you finish off your opponents, brother? What is the move that when you put it on them, they're not getting up?
I'm gonna choke you out.
Oh, is it a rear choke? What kind of choke?
So it's more of real naked chokehold. And then I can switch it up into a sleeper hold just in case.
Oh, here's a good question. What would have to be your least favorite match you've ever had in your career?
I haven't had one yet.
Nice.
Have not had one yet.
Have you ever stepped into the ring with somebody, and don't take this the wrong way when I ask this because it's just a question. Have you ever stepped into the ring with somebody greener than you and wish you hadn't done it?
No.
That's what I like to hear, man.
No, everybody that I have the opportunity to be in the ring with, I am definitely honored to be in the ring with them. I'm in there with them for a reason. We're trusting each other. We're supposed to do what we have to do, and whoever wins, hopefully, who's that? Choke on a donut.
Yeah, he's talking to me.
Oh, don't choke on a donut, Scott. Please don't.
I might choke on my new Mountain Dew here. I was gonna say Dr. Pepper. How stupid am I?
Stop drinking Mountain Dew. That stuff's bad for you.
Oh no. That stuff keeps me going, bro.
No, that stuff's no good for no one. Frank Ruth probably drinks Mountain Dew. So
yeah, probably. So let's get you hooked up in some matches, man. Let's get you out there. You've already said where you were going to be. You've already said, do you have any questions for us, man? Do you have any questions for me?
Nah, man, I'm waiting to see. I'm trying to see what everybody else is going to pull up with their questions. I'm an open book, guys. So
come on, somebody ask some questions. Scott Larson is Mr. Maidu. I don't.
See, look at that. He can't even spell.
This
guy's telling me.
Frank Roof, I think you and Chris Valo need to have a match, man. Put the boots back on, come back in the ring.
He needs to lay off the Mountain Dew tonight, apparently.
I heard that, man. So in the next let's say a year or so, how many changes do you think will be to Chris Valo in the next year? Since you're pretty much in your first year of wrestling, do you see yourself changing, or is Chris Valo basically where he's going to be at for a little while?
Oh man, nah. I definitely say I feel I hate stagnation. I hate the concept of just being stuck. So change is good. So I feel like in the next year and a half, I feel like in the next year and a half or a year, 6 months, whatever, I'm going to be learning something every single day. And that's what's going to help. It's going to be growth. It's going to be a growth change and not whenever you're ready, Max Carnage. No, but I definitely feel like it'll be a growth. So it'll be not as much changing as Chris Valo, but it'll be more learning and being better at what I do. So
see, that's what I love to hear, man. Because I if you've seen any of my other podcasts, you know how I feel about some of the wrestlers that are coming into the business these days. And I've never been a wrestler, but I'm a fan and I know what I like. And I promise I won't use my favorite catchphrase this time, but it's good to hear somebody wants to keep learning and growing, because you have some young kids that are out there in the wrestling right now that think after 3 months of training and 6 months of matches that they're the next best thing since sliced bread. They don't have to learn anything else.
And exactly. And I'm not that kid that I don't train like 3 times a week, 4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to do dives. I'm not here to do flips. When you see me in that ring, you're going to get a fight. Simple as that, point blank. That's what I do. I fought my entire life, so I'm going to fight every single time I'm in that ring.
Fists, not flips, right?
Exactly.
There's a tag team somewhere who is champions that have that saying, I think. So that's a good thing, man. I like that. That's good that you want to get in there, and some people call it old school, but I like wrestlers that get in the ring and they want to get right to it. They want to make it, they want to make it look like a real fight. They want to, how am I going to put this? it's better for me to see two big guys going at it like a backyard street brawl than a bunch of flips and a bunch of tricks and things like that. I'm not saying if you do it that you're wrong or you're a bad wrestler. I'm just saying it's a lot better for me to see you get in there and go toe to toe with the man. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, no, like, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not here to make it look like a fight. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a single fight every single time. You'll get punched, you'll get headbutted, you'll get choked out. Simple as that.
Jamie said, do you think you learn more every time you get in a wrestling ring?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody who doesn't, like, you should just get out the business, because there's always something to learn in this business. So
right,
if you feel like you've learned everything that you have, like there's to be learned, then you shouldn't be in the business at all. Because I literally learn something every single day due to wrestling, like always something new. So
wow, yeah, that's, and it doesn't go just for wrestling. I'm a podcaster and I learn something new every day. I get my mind blown every day. Sometimes I think I know something and something throws me a big curveball. So I know exactly what you mean. Like I said, I'm not wrestler-wise, but in the little world I'm in. So, yeah, you got to keep an open mind. You got to learn every day, and you got to keep going. But again, and here's a question for you: what advice would you give up-and-coming wrestler? Is it easier for you as a wrestler to just go to the ring and learn as you go, or do you have a mentor that you go to and ask questions to, like after your wrestling match? Do you have somebody that you can call the next day, or somebody you can talk to, or is it just you take everything in and just keep going?
So I definitely feel like I've have a great learning tree to learn under, with the people that I'm always around, with the people that I have the opportunity to be around, no matter what show I'm at. Like, there's always a good learning tree to be under. So I feel like, even like I said, no matter what, when you go out there, you're going to learn something. Something should have been done a certain way, et cetera, et cetera. But it's definitely always good to have somebody, even if you send your video to someone, like if someone recorded your match and you have someone that's like, hey, send me your video so I can watch it and let you know my opinion on it. Definitely take that opportunity to do that, because those are the people that care about you the most, that are definitely going to be like, tell you what needs to be changed and what needs to be different.
Now, I've heard some wrestlers say that, after their match, they'll come back to the locker room or whatever. They'll find the veteran in the locker room and they'll walk up, and if the veteran gives them the time of day, they'll have a conversation about, did you see my match? What do you think I should do? Is there anybody you've ever done that to?
That I've had it done to me?
No, that you've done that with, where you've come out from after your match and walked up to a veteran in the locker room and said, did you watch the match? And he'll go, yes. And what do you think? And if they tell you that here's the real part of the question I want to get answered, but answer the first part. And then, have you ever had somebody just walk up to you and say, man, you were a disaster in the ring? That's got to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. In both situations, yes, there's definitely been a few guys that have watched my match just without even me having to ask them, hey, can you watch my match? Like, they've seen my match, they wanted to watch it, and they've sat me down in the back. There's a good bit of guys, like I can't right now. And
you don't have to name them. I'm just
no, yeah. And then yes, and I've had guys come up to me and be like, hey, that was terrible. Like, that was probably, you need to freshen this up, work on this. Take
that move completely out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, like, and it happens over here. It definitely happens.
You have a fan. Chris Valo is great. Jamie wants to know, what is your dream match? If you could pick your dream, and not who, but just the match, what would be your dream match?
my dream match, like me versus someone, or
yep. It doesn't have to be the person. If you could pick a match to be in, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. If you want to, pick the person too, that's great.
No. I would definitely love to go one-on-one with my trainer. Have a match with Bob Keller.
What would the match be? Would it just be a regular match, or would you put a stipulation on it?
Nope, no stipulation. One-on-one.
So teacher versus student.
Exactly. Yep, one-on-one.
Oh man, see that's what I love to hear. Let's get that book somewhere. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. Let's have some more questions for Chris Valo. Is there anybody in any of the locker rooms that you've been in? Uh-oh, I just lost Chris Valo. That's okay. Let's see if we can't get him back. I wonder what happened. He just went totally off screen. Well, I'm going to talk for a few minutes. As you can see, Chris Valo is a great guy. I've seen him wrestle at EWF many times. I saw the match that he was discussing earlier when him and Jake Jacobs were a tag team. It was a great match. This kid comes out and gives his heart in the ring. I've heard nothing but good things about him. If you get a chance to come out and see Chris Valo in action, it's worth the price of admission. He's learning. He's doing a really good job, and that's coming from a fan who's only seen him 3 or 4 times. But everything I've seen, he goes above and beyond in the ring. And I've also heard other wrestlers tell me, how nice it was to wrestle with him and everything of the like. Let's see if we can't get him back on. Let me send this to him and see if we can't get him back on. If not, we will be cutting this short pretty quick. I just sent him another invite. We'll see if we'll get him back on here. But if you guys have any other questions, Frank Roof, how you doing, man? You got my attention. What you got? Frank, are you gonna come on #Truth? Almost every video you come on here asking me questions. Let's get Frank Roof on #Truth. How many people want to see Frank on #Truth? His phone just died, folks. I just got the message. His phone died. He probably won't be back on here. But Zuka King has something to say. All right, Zuka, say what you want to say. Do you want to come on, Zuka? Let me know, and I'll send you an invite to my show, brother. You can close it out. Let me see if Zuka wants to come on here for a second. Because I know Zuka will definitely tell us how it's going. Let's see here. I just sent Zuka King a request, and we'll see if we can get him on here. And if we can, that will be a great way to end the show. But I really do appreciate everybody asking questions. That's what #Truth is all about, man. I love getting these wrestlers on here. Any wrestler who wants to come on here and have an interview, talk about their upcoming events, get their name out there. That's what #Truth is all about. If you want to come on and talk about an upcoming match, upcoming event, or just get on here and chat with your fans and have the fans ask you questions, that's what it's all about, man. Zuka, I sent the invite. You should have it. All you got to do is follow the instructions on there. I'll see you on here, and I'll add you to the show, brother. It's that simple. So it looks like Zuka King is coming on. You guys get your questions ready for Zuka King. He's going to come on here, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have some things to say. Zuka King, Mr. Delusional, as I like to call him. The man who never cheats, always does everything right. But you got to say, he's got the belts. Uh-oh. Do we have Chris back? It's possible.
Yes.
All right, there you go. Well, we're also might have a treat. No, you good, man. We also have a treat because I just sent Zuka King an invite. He said he wants to come on and say something. So if Zuka King comes through, we will have 3 people on here, and it's gonna get fun at that point.
Oh yeah, you're asking.
So if you guys have any more questions for Chris Valo or for Zuka King, who should be coming on here shortly, get them ready, and we will definitely.
Charleston's greatest wrestlers.
There you go. There you go.
Presence of being with.
So what about you and Zuka getting together and forming a tag team and taking off around the U.S. like he likes to do?
Listen, the world wouldn't know it, but I feel like he has a very good tag team partner in TJ Boss.
Oh, so he already has one. See, I don't know that. Every time I've interviewed Zuka, I think a couple of times. And
he's also with the Unbookables. So, I mean, at that point.
At that point, he's got 5 tag team partners, no matter what he wants to do.
Exactly.
So he's part of that. He's part of that all knowing faction that does absolutely anything. What am I saying? Absolutely anything. They do absolutely nothing. The Unbookables.
Listen. Calm that talk down. It's a little disrespectful there, buddy.
Oh no, I'm not being disrespectful. Look at the name of my show, brother. Hashtag truth. The only one I can't speak badly about is the assassin Adam Jackson, who holds the Mid-Atlantic Championship, because he is legit. He's got gold around his waist. I don't know if Zuka King can read. What's going on, Zuka? You should have been on here by now. He might be finding a place to set himself up so he can get on here. If I know Zuka, he wants to have it just right. So, if I may ask, where'd you go? Because you aren't in the same spot you were before.
Yeah, where's Zuka King? My phone died. I was outside. My phone died. My battery.
Ah, okay, I got you. It happens. It happens, man. Jamie asked me who is my favorite wrestler of all time. Well, if we're talking pros, I like I said, I'm old school. I go way back. My favorite wrestler back when he was in his heyday was Jerry the King Lawler. I grew up in Tennessee and Mississippi, and I got to see a lot of Jerry the King Lawler and all those guys that wrestled down there. So that was by far was my favorite wrestler. Now, if you're talking nowadays, my gosh, probably the one and only Ricochet is probably my favorite. Not because of his moveset, but because he also is very good at doing his promos. So that's the reason why I like Ricochet. He is a high flyer. He's very exciting to watch, but mic skills are awesome to me. And, of course, I've always put The Rock up there just because of his mic skills, but I'm not going to jump on that Rock bandwagon with everybody else. So Frank Roof said Justin Rhodes is his favorite. But
oh, yeah. Heard of that one before.
Well, I'm going to send Zuka King a message and ask where is he?
Yeah.
He said he was going to. That's Zuka for you. He says, I look at this. He said, Zuka King has something to say. Then he said, send me the invite. And I did both. No Zuka King. What's up with that?
Mm-hmm.
I know he's got a fresh picture of him up here with a heavyweight championship on his page.
Which will be available at the next OSCW show, I'm sure of it.
Oh, there you go. See? That's what you got to strive for right there. Jack Morgan chimes in. Jack Morgan says Stone Cold. Have you ever had the opportunity to meet Jack Morgan?
Not that I can think of.
Well, there's another guy you should get in the ring with, Jack Morgan.
For sure.
Frank Roof said, no, I'm not your favorite, you goof. I don't think I said Frank Roof. Pretty sure I didn't say that. So I asked you where you want to be in 3 years. Let me ask you this. Let's get straight to the point. If you were eyeballing a title today, what title would that be? Right now, today, name a Indies promotion and name the title.
Oh, and I'm just thinking about it. Thinking about it, man. I wouldn't mind some EWF gold around my waist.
Oh, come on. You can do it. Call out the assassin Adam Jackson, man. You can do it.
Tag belts.
You jumped right over that. You don't want to call out Adam Jackson. You don't want to take that listen to me, Intercontinental. You don't want to take the Mid-Atlantic Championship from Adam Jackson?
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
Are you afraid of that glove, man? Be honest. Are you afraid of the glove?
No, no one's afraid of a glove.
Oh, man. All right, let me see if I can't send him another. He said he's stuck on the link. So let me send him another one and see if we can't get him in here, because he really wants to come on. I'll send again.
Is that story? Hey, listen, if he needs to speak, then we need to let him speak, because he clearly has something to get off his chest. So.
Oh, he'll come on here in a second. As soon as he gets through, man, he'll come on. Trust me. I know he's got something to say. I want to have all three of us on here at the same time. Timmy Anton says Zuka is back. We know, because we're trying to get him on the show, Timmy. Where you been, man? That shows you ain't been watching the show. Uh-oh. We have another guest that's showing up. Do you like the Muppets?
Uh-oh.
Fozzie Bear.
I have no idea that Muppet was related to you.
Yeah, Fozzie Bear shows up on my show quite a few times.
Oh, man. What's up, Fozzie Bear?
Jamie wants to know, who was your first match? Who was your very first match when you became a professional?
My very first match was a battle royal for WrestleForce in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay. Let me do this real quick, because I have a sighting. You're not Scott Larson, man, but thank you for showing up.
Zuka King.
Why you got my name on as your tag, man? What, you trying to be like me? Am I like Mike? You got to be like me?
Identity theft is not a joke.
I do your show better than you.
Okay. Here, you ask Chris Valo. I'll sit back and watch you do it, man. I forgot. You're delusional. Go ahead, man. Here is Mr. Delusional himself, Zuka King.
Continue, Mr. Larson.
I'm glad to see you, Zuka, man. How you been doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. Let me get this other background off of here so it looks like I know a little bit about what I'm doing.
That wasn't important. The important thing is you got Chris Valo on, one of the greatest up and coming rising stars in the Southeast. You got the greatest star in the Southeast and all across the country.
Hey.
California, Minnesota, right. We can go on and on.
True story.
Zuka King is coming back with the Unbookables real soon. By any means necessary.
I got my tag team partner here whenever you're ready, brother. He said he's looking for you.
I'm hanging up.
Zuka King is gone just that quick. What happened, man? He took off on us.
That's my boy.
He took off really quick. He is, man. I love him to death. He saw.
We didn't even need no questions. We should have just had that. Ask me a couple questions, and then we could have been. This is the greatest.
How do you like being
show you've ever put on. Next week, me and Zuka are going to take over #Truth, and you listen. Your viewers will be completely ecstatic about that.
Oh no, I don't know about all that. Let's see. Oh no. Now we've got Mr. Aston Williams, the man who turned his back on his brother, is on #True, saying not the first time someone stole his show. How you doing, Aston? And by the way, I'm going to call you as soon as this show is over, just so you know.
Don't pick up.
Oh, he's constantly telling me not to call him, but I'm going to call him. He'll see the number.
Shame.
That's old age from Timmy. He forgets. Brandon Owens is on the show also watching. Hello, Brandon. How are you doing? Man, you need to get on this show sometime. Aston said, shut up, you broken freaking record. So how would you like to get in the ring with some Aston Williams? Let me see if I can get that set up, man. How would you like to shut up this thorn in my side?
Man, listen, he's not a thorn in my side currently. So I seen what he did to his brother. So
are you telling me you're scared of Aston Williams?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Whoa. Calm. Take a couple steps back there, Scotty.
Oh, okay. So, too soon.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. So we've got Brandon Williams on here. We've got Aston Williams on here. We have two of the Unbookables that I know are watching. We have Frank Roof on here, Jack Morgan. All these guys are wrestlers, and all of them apparently want to see you in action. Matter of fact, Zuka King just came on here, for those of you who missed it, who are just joining our show, and said that you are one of the best up-and-comers in professional wrestling. Give me the reason why you are the next best thing. Tell me why you are the next best thing.
Simple as this. I'm always ready for a fight, no matter what. No matter who I step in that ring with, they're going to get the best out of me every single time. I don't care who it is, where it is, what the stipulation is. I don't care if it's a PG show. I don't care if it's a bar show. No matter what, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to tear it up.
There you go, man. That's what we love to hear. Okay, what you got to ask, man?
What about Aston? I thought he was scared. He wouldn't be ready for
Yeah, he said it's too soon to talk to him about being scared of Aston Williams.
Oh.
Yeah.
He said it was too soon.
He just slammed his brother on his head. I mean, God. And I was there for that. That was awkward. So
I want to see some Timmy on here.
I have no idea where they're at, but let me tell you, man, it has been a great time having you on #Truth, man. You are invited back to #Truth anytime you want to be a part of this.
Gotcha, man. Thank you.
I would love to have you on as soon as you get some gold. I'm not saying that that's the only reason I'd want you on, because you're, like I said, you're welcome anytime. But when you get gold, I would love to see you on here, because I want to see how many people come on here and challenge you for that gold.
Hopefully we're here sooner than that. So.
There you go. Timmy Anton is telling the guy behind me to leave him alone. If you're wondering what that's all about.
No, I agree. I see fuzzball at the show every EWF show, and it scares.
There you go. They're calling you fuzzball now. You're not even Fozzie Bear. You're fuzzball.
I'm scared of, honestly. I'm more scared of Fozzie Bear than anybody. So.
Oh, okay. I think that's why Zuka King left the show as quick as he did. He saw Fozzie.
He's seen the bear and dipped. Yeah. So.
That's it, man. All right. Last call for questions for Chris Valo. If not, we're gonna wrap it up and call it a night. Tomorrow night, it's going to be one whopper of a show, Chris. You might want to come back and watch this one. I'm going to have Jamie Knight and the Messenger of Mayhem on tomorrow. I've already got a lot of Facebook talk about this, and we are going to see a good show tomorrow. Aston Williams said, I'm a gold digger. Well, brother, the only person that's got the right to say that is my wife, and I guarantee you she won't say that, bro. Guarantee you she won't say that. But speaking of that, are you married?
No, I'm not.
Girlfriend?
Yes.
There you go. Now I've got to ask you, so this will be my last question, and I promise we'll let you go because I know you have a life.
No, you're good. What's up?
A lot of wrestlers think that it's faux pas to bring their family to a wrestling show. What do you think about that? Girlfriends, family members. What do you think about that?
I definitely find a lot of support in my family, in quotations. So my girlfriend is definitely one of my biggest supporters. So she deserves to see me at least perform, and she does as much as she can. And I feel like everyone's immediate family, whether it be mom, dad, grandparents, should definitely at least see them wrestle one time. And we know in like parents' heads, it's like hard. They're like, oh my God, that's my baby up there. But I mean, it's what we do.
Hey, that's it. Jamie wants to know again if you're going to be somewhere Saturday.
No, Saturday, currently not, but you never know where I may pop up at. So
there you go, man. And if you do, let me know, and I'll spread the word for you too, man.
Definitely. And then, like I said, if anybody is trying to see where I'm at, they can always follow me on Facebook. Add me on Facebook, Chris Valo. Just look it up. You'll see my regular profile pop up. I also have my like page. Instagram, it's V4 Valo _. And then Twitter, it's System Crash Valo. So
System Crash Valo. Okay, I got to ask, how'd that come about?
System Crash, it's one of the moves that I do. So.
So what is a system? What is the System Crash? I don't know
crash,
that move.
You're in the corner, pick you up, whip you back, slam you on your face.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make sure I keep an eye on you when you come back to EWF, man, and see if you do that move. I would love to see that in person.
Gotcha, buddy. We'll definitely do it just for you.
Jamie said, "Come to New Millennium. Bell time's at 7."
Jamie, message me.
There you go, Jamie. There you go. Chris said, "Message him. You guys might get Chris on the show." Hey, there you go. I love helping out. This is so much fun. Well, Chris, do you have anything to say to all your fans or anything else before we let you go?
Thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate it. Every single message that I get of people telling me that I'm doing great, that they're watching me, like I appreciate every single bit of it. Even if I don't get to respond to you right away, I definitely still see your messages. I love them. That's what keeps me going. It's what keeps me doing this. And I'm hoping that I can keep doing this for you guys for as long as my body can definitely take it.
There you go. There you have it, folks. Chris Valo will be in your city soon wrestling. Come see him. You've already heard it from the Zuka King, man, one of the greatest in the indies. He said Chris Valo is one of the best up-and-comers there is. Chris, you have a great night, and we will see you soon, buddy.
Talk to you guys
soon. All right, man.